everybody having a good time? So that's good. Thank you, Nathania and Jonathan.
Louder, Jorge.
My daughter has a lot of powers, and you know, my wife did a great speech talking about her powers last night, and when she started talking about the wedding, she says, "Dad, you have to give a speech. You got to be joking, you know." I'm a musician, but I play bass because nobody sees my face. You know what I mean? Really sick. You want to throw me under the train? That you have to talk. So what am I going to do? So I tried to put some stuff together here. And so I'm going to bring two examples of Nathania's stubbornness. I'm sorry. Nathania's commitment to make me do things that I don't like to do. So, you guys in the West Coast probably heard about the Macy's parade, Thanksgiving parade. It's something nice to watch on TV because normally it's one of the coldest years of the year. Rain, you know, there's a lot of people who want to go on this. So Nathania said, "Dad, I want to go to the Macy's parade." I said, "I don't go to the Macy's parade. I watch the Macy's parade on TV. You know, I enjoy good coffee. We sit down together, family and what? No, Dad, I want to go to the Macy's parade." And, you know, I'm big soccer, so I just go with her to the Macy's parade. It was probably the colder parade in 20 years, obviously. So, and we didn't dress for the occasion. Remember that? So we have sneakers. Within 10 minutes in the parade, you know, we basically frosted. You know, I had ice all over my head. She got ice, but she was laughing as usual. "It's so cold, Dad. Look at all this." Yes. I love it. Can we go home now? No. So finally, we tried to get into a Starbucks on Broadway. So, because I really needed to get warm over here. But she wouldn't admit it. She said, "Come on, Dad, let's keep doing it." So we get into the hall, we wait in line. So that's Nathania's stubbornness to make me do things that I hate. So we, you know, I always keep that as a good memory. Now, some of you probably had the luck of hear about the Statue of Liberty in New York. Anybody can tell me how many steps are in the Statue of Liberty?
239.
Wrong. Any other guess? All right. Just for the record, 354 steps. All right. Temperature is 20 degrees above the rest of the world. Nathania says, "I want to go with you to the Statue of Liberty." I say, "Nathania, we take the picture from Wall Street." "No. We're going to the Statue of Liberty." "Oh, come on, give me a break." "No, Dad, I want to go with you to Celebrity." "Okay, let's go to Celebrity." So it happened to be the busiest day of the year. The line, it goes from the boat, you have to take a boat, get off, and it's like 2 miles of line. So normally it takes about 30 minutes to walk to the top. It took about 2 hours and 20 minutes. For the record, you have to walk in a space that is not, this is official, 19 inches wide. I don't exaggerate, it's official. I did my homework here. Okay? So, and the national park recommend you have car problems or respiratory problems, don't do that. And I say to her when we was approaching the it's an elevator. "No, Dad, I want to walk with everybody. This is so cool." So now I say, "I want to take water." "No, you can't not take no liquids at all, no water." So we stay 2 hours and 25 minutes to the top to get a picture on the crown. Now, when you finally get a top, as a record, they say, "You have 15 seconds to take the picture and go." And if you don't do that, people are pushing you. Now you go down. So that's Nathania's struggle. It made me think, good things. So I told her, "You're very like a child. I have 3 children. She's the only one that managed to talk me to the Statue of Liberty." God bless you. Exactly. Now, that can be the negative part. I had a couple of experiences that were actually priceless. I had more than that. There's two. They stayed with me for a long time. And it's going to stay with me until I die. So I have this project recording studio for several years. And Nathania is visiting us about 10 years. About 10 years ago. So she comes down to bring me coffee. And I was working a project and I can get the vibe. And I put somebody else's music just to try to see if I could get inspiration. So I played this song called Miss Ohio. So I don't know if you probably heard about Gillian Welch. You might don't. I don't know, it's a pretty song. Nathania said, Dad, I like that song. Great. Dad, can you record me singing that song? I said, are you sure? He said, yes. Okay, let's get the microphone set up. So we put the headphone. There she said, so I'm gonna just try to eliminate the vocal track. So she starts singing. And I said, God, she can sing? I didn't know she really can sing. So at this point, she said, I just want to do this very quick. No, you're gonna start. So we spent, she was trying to say 2 hours. So we wind up working about 14 hours, and I had the vocal track ready. So when you gonna do the music? I gotta get the vibe, Nathania. Go home, you get it. Promise, it's gonna be ready.
10 years ago.
So, second highlight of the great experience with Nathania was she was moving to the West Coast. She invited me to come to the academy, and I said, Nathania, former hippie, what am I going to do there? You're going to throw me in jail. Dad, don't worry, come to the academy, no risk. Okay. So I go over. It was a great experience because after that I said, Dad, are you going to help me to move to the West Coast? And so by happiness, many years early, we did that trip cross country with her mother. And so it was an amazing experience. So she actually didn't want to do the trip on me. She wanted me to take her to any relevant place that that happened in our life. So it was an amazing trip. Was only a deal. We need to be in. We need to go to see all these places. Graceland, Gibson Guitar Factory in Memphis, and we also get in trouble. Somebody tried to shut us. But anyways, it was amazing to be with Nathania for 5 days. She actually spoiled me to bring this nice car. Said, Dad, it has satellite radio. I said, satellite radio? What the hell is that? Dad, you had the Grateful Dead for 5 days, non-stop. So there I go driving, She's sleeping and cranking the Grateful Dead. So it was a very amazing experience. I never forgot. I had the pictures and the refrigerator in places. So I just want to say that I met some people in the family. Sebastian, Ezekiel, Carol, Mark. Unfortunately, they cannot be here tonight. But I want to stop with Mark because about 20 years ago, when Alice and I got married, she gave a speech. And I recall a very interesting line. She said, Jorge, you married my sister, but you married a family. And that line, navigated for me for many years. And I was thinking the other day, little did he knew back then that his wife was going to marry my daughter today. That's amazing. And with that said, you marry my daughter, you marry a very nice family. So welcome aboard. All the happiness to both of you. Yay!